But if you look at that story, you will see Jesus had no problem with people aspiring greatness. In fact, he told them, if you want to be great, he did not say you cannot desire to be great. He said, if you want to be great, then you must serve. If you want to be first, he says, then you must be willing to be a slave. You can never attain greatness by pursuing greatness. You attain greatness by expanding the effectiveness of what you do, of how you serve. That's how you attain greatness. That's how you do it. Unfortunately, in this country, people think that leadership is lordship. Leadership is not lordship. Leadership is laboring. Laboring. If you look at the Bible, servant leadership is all about leaders who are laborers. It's about leaders who are servants first before they are leaders. It's not the convenience of leaders who want to be leaders first and then they want to lord over people to enjoy all manner of trappings that go with power. Servant leadership is about serving others. Whatever God has given you has nothing to do with you. It has got everything to do with his grand eternal plan. He positioned you where you are today because of something that you are meant to do. God would have allowed you to come on the scene at any time in history. But he chose a time like now because he knew there is something that he needed done that only you could do it. What God gives you, whether it's a gift or a talent or skill or anything, it's not meant for you, it's meant for others. But if you hold what you have for others, somehow God ensures that what is yours is held up elsewhere by others. So if you want to receive that which is meant to be yours, you had better serve and release that which you have for others by serving them. That is the secret of greatness. Even in the corporate world, you will never be paid more than the day, you will only be paid more the day you start doing more than what you are paid to do. Nobody gets promoted when you do less of your pay. You get promoted until you leave the company in debt. They feel like, oh my God, this guy works too much. We need to raise his salary. We need to give him a position. It's when life is fashioned that way that you must occupy the space you have until you have got more energy, more skills, more things to give than where you occupy, until God has to open a door for you to go higher. That is how God has fashioned life. But most people don't realize that. We think that when we are served is when we are great. But that's not according to the Bible. It is when we serve. I don't know whether it has ever occurred to you. I don't know whether you know how beautiful it is when you are great and you serve the little men. I don't know whether it has ever occurred to you. I don't know whether you have been in a CEO's office, a company CEO, a big company, and he is talking to you and he is serving you a cup of tea. It is so humbling. I don't know whether you've experienced like that. But in case you have never experienced like that, let me give you an experience in the Bible. The disciples, one day after Jesus died and resurrected, they went to do fishing. In fact, Peter told them, I'm going back fishing. That's all he knew anyway. And he goes, and the other disciples tell him, we are going with you, Peter or Simon. And they went fishing and they caught nothing. And when they were about to wash their nets, Jesus was standing on the shore. And he asked them, have you got no fish? He said, cast the net on the other side of the boat. And when they did that, they realized, wait a minute, this is not a man like us. This must be the Lord. But when they came out of this ocean, they found breakfast prepared there by Jesus. And I was thinking to myself, how wonderful it is to have the Master of Masters, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, having served you breakfast. How nice it is when you are so great, but you serve. And you see, serving has nothing to do with being noticed.